Welcome class. Today we will continue with chapter 15 preposition. In our previous video we had came to know about preposition of place. So today we will read about preposition of direction. So your first preposition of direction is along. Along preposition is used for movement from one side of a place to another. So along preposition is used when we are talking about a thing which is moving from one place to another. Like the boys were walking along the river. Here the boys are walking from one side of a river to the other side. So the preposition along is being used. The next preposition is around. Preposition around means in a circular way. Here see the sun, the earth revolve around the sun. Here the earth is revolving in a circular motion around the sun. So the word around means in a circular way. The next preposition of direction is across. Preposition across means on the other side of. So across means on the other side. There was a bridge across the river. So the bridge and river, they were on the other side of each. We used to swim across the pond. So we means the subject used to swim from one side to the other side of the pond. So the preposition across is being used in this sentence. So the second other preposition of direction is against. Against preposition is used for opposing reactions to situation. So against is a word which is used for the opposing reaction, means whenever we get opposite reaction to a specific situation, we will put the preposition against in that particular sentence. Like don't lean against the wall. So we are talking about a wall where we should not lean. That is a opposing reaction is being made. So the preposition against is being used. So the next preposition is upon. Preposition upon means on or onto an object or surface. So upon means any object which is on a surface, means which is on that particular surface. The tiger jumped upon the deer. A sailboat floats upon the water. So upon means on or over. Next preposition is up. Up means from low to high. So up means from low position to high position. Rohan climbed up the ladder. So Rohan is at a low position, and then after climbing a ladder he will be at a high position. So whenever we are talking about a person or thing which is at a low position to high position, we will use a preposition up. Rohan climbed up the ladder. So next preposition is to. Preposition to means towards. So whenever we are moving forward, we are moving towards, we will use preposition to. I am going to school. So I am moving towards the school. So we will use preposition to. Under. Preposition under means below something. The cat was sitting under the table. So under means below something. Here the cat is below the table. So we will use the preposition under. The next preposition is through. Preposition through means from one point to the next. So preposition through also means that a person or a thing is moving from one point to the other point. The soldiers marched through the town. So the soldiers are marching from one point to the other point. Over. Over means above. A high cliff hangs over the sea. So over means above, and in this example we see that a high cliff is hanging over the sea, means a high cliff is above the sea. Now we will read about preposition of time. The preposition of time are used for indicating time or when something takes place. So preposition of time is used when we are talking about a particular time or when something is taking place at a particular point of time. So the first preposition of time is at. We use at for a time of day, a definite period, meal time, festival or group activities. So we will use preposition of time at when we are talking about a particular time of a day or a definite period or any kind of meal time, any festival or any group activity. We will use preposition at with that particular sentence. My father will come back at 5:30 p.m. Here we are talking about a definite period of time. We are talking here about 5:30 p.m. So we will use the preposition at. We started our journey at dawn. Here dawn, it is a time of a day. So we will use a preposition at. Now we will come to the next preposition of time, which is on. On is used for showing days and dates, festival and days or days followed by a part of a day. So on is used with those sentences which tells about days and dates, festivals, days or day followed by any part of a day. So here I was born on 5th February. Here 5th February, it is a date. So we will use preposition on. Next preposition is in. In is used for longer period like month, season, year or part of a day. So we will use on with short period of time, and in is used for longer periods like month, season, year or a part of a day. Example, I came to Delhi in 2007. The Second World War began in 1939. So these all are a long period. This all indicates long period. So we will use preposition in. Some more preposition of times. So some more preposition of time are being given to you so that you can have a knowledge about them. So the first preposition of time is before. What do you mean by before? Before means during the preceding time. So whenever we will talk about any kind of activity which is going during the preceding time, we will use before. The next preposition of time is by. By means by a particular time. I shall reach there by 20 January. So 20 January, it is a particular time. So we will use the preposition by. The next preposition is during. During means at a point in a course of. So duration means whenever we are talking about a thing which is happening at a point in that particular course of timing, we will use the preposition during. See the example, don't go outside during night. Here we are talking about a particular point of time which is night. So we will use preposition during. The next preposition is for. For means when we are talking about a time being, then we will use the preposition for. May I borrow your pen for a week? Pranav stayed there for 2 years. So these all are about a time period. We are talking in these sentences about the time period. So we will use the preposition for. The next preposition is after. What do you mean by after? After means later than. I feel bored after working at night. So after means later than. I feel bored later than working at night. Until. So the next preposition is until. Until means up to the point in time or the event mentioned. So whenever we are talking about a time, about an event which is mentioned, we will use the preposition until. Don't go until I return. He watched the cartoon show until midnight. So this whenever we are talking about any kind of event which is indicating a point of time, so we will use the preposition until. And in place of until we can also use till. Till can be also used instead of until. Now the next preposition is since. What do you mean by since? The time period between a time in the past until the present. So whenever we are talking about any kind of activity which started in the past and is still going in the present, we will use the preposition since. She has been sleeping since 2 o'clock. Means she has started sleeping in the past period and she is still sleeping. So we will use the preposition since. Now the next one is between. So between means indicating a relationship between two things. So whenever two things are being present, two things or two persons are being present, we will use the preposition between. The shop remains closed between 1 p.m. and 3 p.m. So we are talking here about 1 p.m. and 3 p.m. So we will use the preposition between in this sentence. Now we will read about the other preposition, which is compound preposition. Compound preposition means those preposition which are made by two syllables, made by using two syllables. Those preposition are called compound preposition. Here in plus side it is made up of two syllables, so it is a compound preposition. Outside, below, beneath, so these all are made up of two syllables, so these all are known as compound preposition, and also sentences are given along with these words. Now we will come to phrasal preposition. These are prepositions that are used in particular combination of two or more words. So in compound preposition they are made up of two syllables, but in phrasal preposition the prepositions are made up of two or more words, like according to, in place of, in spite of. These all are phrasal prepositions and they are made in a particular combination of two and more words. Some words are also followed by particular preposition. These words are not used alone without the particular preposition. So there are also some kinds of words which are not used alone. Those prepositions are not used alone. They are used by some particular preposition. Here agree to. These are the prepositions which are not used alone. They are used by a combination. So some of those kind of preposition are agree to, agree with, agree on, according to, along with, aim at, beg of, believe in, blessed with, blind of, because of, boast of, care of. So these all are those prepositions which are not used alone. They are always used in combination. So students, today we have completed our chapter 15. Your homework is to go through the chapter and read the important points, where to use which kind of preposition, and also read compound preposition and phrasal prepositions, and also the sentences which are given. So that's all for today. Thank you.